sometimes we don't want to know the truth. We want to bury that truth so deep inside because quite honestly, we can't face it. Yeah? The truth is the light that exposes the darkness. And the darkness doesn't want to be exposed. That is, well, that's denial. Yeah. And I think denial is something all of us can say we have been in at some point or other in our lives. Socrates once said, I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. That Socratic wisdom is the exact opposite of denial. Yeah, it's the arrogant belief that you know differently. Yes. In the Quran, it said, and do not pursue that of which you have no knowledge. Yes. So it's like you're pursuing a fantasy, a ghost, something that isn't real. Yeah. You're just in denial about the truth. Okay, and actually denial sometimes can be a useful buffer. Yeah, because sometimes the truth really is very painful. And if denial is maybe a short-lived thing in your life, something that just you experience for a short time, just to gently ease you into the truth, then actually that's not necessarily a bad thing, because denial is it's a shield, it's a protective survival mechanism that we use. But the problem is if we stay in denial, yeah, and we flatly refuse to acknowledge the truth. There are many different ways that denial can manifest itself. So you may have someone who is an addict, maybe an alcoholic, and they will say, oh, I don't have a problem, I don't need to drink every night. No, I know when it's a problem and it's not a problem. Yeah, they're just deflecting, aren't they? They're unwilling to face the truth. You may have a parent who's in denial of their child's difficulties at school, and whereas the teachers might be highlighting these difficulties to show the parent that there could be something else that might need to be diagnosed with the child, yeah, the parent can be flatly in denial that there's anything wrong. Oh, she's just a late developer. Oh, she'll get there. Yeah, because they don't actually want to face the truth that there could be something wrong. But that can cause damage, can't it? Because then that child isn't receiving the help and support that they truly deserve. Yes. And also we can see denial in if we have an illness, we can deny it. Yeah. Oh no, it's nothing. No, don't worry about that. No, it's nothing. I've had it for ages. It's just a little thing. Yeah, we're denying that something's wrong with us. We're telling people that we're fine, but deep down we know we're not. We can deny other people's ill health. Maybe an aging mother who isn't able to walk or get around or do the things that she used to do, and one of the children is in complete denial of that and pushing her to do more because they don't want to face the truth of what her current limitations are. And that can be damaging too, to the mother and to the siblings who are trying to protect their mum. So although denial can be okay for a short period of time, as I said, to act as like an emotional buffer, in the long run, by not facing our fears, we can actually cause damage not just to ourselves, but to other people. I mean, I am someone who avoids. Yes, I am trying to learn not to be. Yeah, but my avoidance is denial of the truth. Yeah, my sticking my head in the sand is my denial to face the truth. And now I'm facing that shadow side of myself. Actually, even when the truth isn't marvelous, it actually feels better to face the truth than it does to have that heavy weight of avoidance and denial on me, because deep down I know, but I'm just denying it. Yes, because there are various levels of denial, various levels that we can go through, where sometimes we are completely we not consciously aware, but sometimes we are. Yeah, so we might be in denial but deep down know what the reality is, or we could have pushed that truth and buried that truth so deep inside of us that we believe what we're telling ourselves we believe. Yeah. Also, with denial, the truth can be subjective, can't it? And we have to understand that what we perceive as the truth might not be what someone else perceives as the truth. And actually, if we accusing someone of being in denial, we could be in denial ourselves. So for example, if you are an atheist and you are saying that religious people are in denial because they're not prepared to look at the scientific facts and see how we evolved. Yes, but then you can have the religious person saying that the scientists are not prepared to look at the light and see the truth, which is God, and understand the amazing possibilities that God provides for us. Yes, so which one? Yeah, they can both accuse each other of denying, but which is the truth? Yes, so when we are accusing someone of being in denial, we need to be very sure of ourselves that actually the truth that we're accusing them of denying is actually the truth. But denial can, as I said, it can be very damaging. I mean, you get situations where a relationship breaks up and one person in that relationship is not prepared to face the truth of the breakup, they are stuck in denial, and they convince themselves that eventually you will come round, or that they will get you back, and they will steadfastly not accept that the relationship is over. And actually that can be really damaging, not just to them, because they're stuck in this emotional vacuum of denial, and they're not able to move forward with their lives, but they're also, by doing so, damaging the other person, because they are not prepared to face the truth. And it can get quite serious sometimes when people are in denial of that, if they're in denial of a relationship breakup. Yeah, so it can be really damaging. And when we're in denial of being alcoholic, of being ill, we can be in denial of grief, can't we? Yeah. So it's about facing that fear. Yeah. It's understanding that actually, rather than being trapped in a self-imposed prison of denial, it's much better to face that truth, yeah? To understand that that fear is not as big as you think it is. And once you face that fear, things will feel so much better. Yes, you might not like to face the truth that you're having to face, but it actually feels better when you face the truth, rather than when you deep down know the truth, but you're constantly trying to bury it. Okay, I think that's it for today. So thank you very much for joining me. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all of that lovely, amazing stuff that you do. I am thrilled to hear from you always. It's great to have your comments and to be able to have a chat with you. I'm really enjoying that interaction, and just, would love for you to subscribe. Come and be part of this safe space where we can support one another through difficult times, finding that peace within, so we can send so much love out. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.